telling this is the best model available, and you are the head of implementation of standards. You are in the process of implementing, almost the planning stage is over of going for ITIL services. Now I call you next day morning and tell you, I want this to be implemented. My nearest competitor is already in the process, is going to get certified in another this for level 4 or level 5. Please try to convince me, telling that I should not go for ITI. I should go for ITI and not for this one. My scenario is, I have heard from the market, from my friend has brainwashed me telling that you should go for CMI SVC. Okay, I am the CEO of a company. So my friend has brainwashed me telling that please go for CMI SVC, that's the best model available in the market. This was overheard by me in one of the party meetings. Next day morning I walk into my office. I call you, who is the head of standard implementation. You are in the conceptual, almost finished your completion of ITIL services implementation. In the planning stage, I am not telling you implemented already. So I call you next day to my office and tell Mr. Niranjan, I have heard that CMMI SVC is better than this. So why not we go for CMMI SVC?
Okay, I think I have a few slides where we could not reach, and that has some of the answers. If you see, CMMI services has some basic flaws which I would like to highlight. And if you see the process areas, capacity and availability management, service continuity management, and supplier agreement management, these have been put under project management. I don't understand why, what it has to do. If you see IT, capacity, availability, and service continuity are a design aspect of the IT service. So you have to ensure while designing that adequate capacity, availability, and continuity are available when you are providing the services. Second, configuration management. Configuration management is the backbone of ITIL. Most of the other processes require CMDB to build upon it, whether it is incident management, problem management, change management, release management, or any other. It has been put under support, and it is very basic in nature, which is borrowed from the CMMI development, and CMMI development configuration management scope is different from IT service configuration management requirements. That's one. Service system development. I'll quickly take you. So this was the question: why capacity and availability are part of project management? Why not part of the design? Configuration management, causal analysis, and resolution are part of delivery. It is not detailed, and also there is the data which my friend was showing for CMMI services. It is actually all the data which is for CMMI development improvement. It is not. They have done almost 90 implementations. The data which CMU has there. They have done more than 90 assessment, but the benefits data, I don't know deliberately or how they have not shown what is the improvement benefits of implementing CMI services. If you go and search and try to find out the benefits of CMI services, you will get 0 results and 0 reports from SEI CMU's website. Their selling point is, since CMI development has done this, we will do it with CMI services as well. These are two different packages, these are two different frameworks, these are two different products, I would say. You cannot say that if one was successful, the other would also be successful. That's the data. You cannot say that since my last business was successful, this is also going to be.
I think Mr. Niranjan, Mr. Seno's question is very simple. He said his friend has given some sort of hint that his competitor is going for this type of model.
Yes.
And being in the industry, he has to adopt something which he can able to compete. That is the business need actually. So if you can throw on that light actually. See, he said you already, you're not implemented, you are in the design stage only. So you can able to throw some light how the design can be, able to, model mapping can be done. If you can throw some light on that, because he said very clearly that his competitor is going for this model he has already taken and we are going for level 3 or level 4. So he is trying to ask you that how well we can able to achieve this particular goal and we can be in the industry.
See,
So that is his question. So he's trying to see that how ITL you need to sell to them and what are the limitations you can say about implementing those services. Am I correct to say no?
Yes, because CEO will not understand all this.
Yeah,
IT
anything. Yeah. So you have to just
all he
yes.
understands.
There are two approaches. If a CEO says, I want to do this, and as a process champion, I know is not beneficial, just because a competitor is doing it, I would not suggest him to go for it.
So
that's the reason why I was
3
telling
points.
you.
That's what.
That's my first point. That's my first point.
Summarize in 3 points. If I'm CEO, I don't have time to listen to all this. Summarize 3 points, sir. Go for ITIL. Don't go for CMM SVC for these 3 points.
Just one slide will do all. That's what I was trying to come to. If you see CMI services versus IT, I've tried to do you. So these are all the process areas which are there in ITIL. If you try to see all the process areas, how they map to CMI services, in CMI services you do not have service portfolio management, you do not have IT financial management in the strategy part. In the service design part, you do not have catalog management, you do not have a comprehensive service level management. Then capacity, availability, continuity are not part of design, they are separate processes. So conceptually it is wrong, I would say. You ensure for the capacity, availability and continuity during the design of your services and not later on, which is actually a problem and where you trigger a lot of changes and incidents and problems and the performance issues.
Maybe I think is asking something in 3 points. If you allow me, I can tell. Can you throw something on cost, time and the resource required? Something on the 3 point, something. Because CEO has wanted all these three parameters.
Yes.
How this particular thing will be done. So maybe if you can throw light on the cost part and what is with CMI, time management and the resources. Maybe something different skills and all. Maybe.
What I am trying to justify to my CEO that we don't need to go in that path. So cost, time and resources would come if I agree to the fact that we have to do it. I am saying that these are the gaps and because of these gaps we don't need to go in that direction. Yes, if he insists, then maybe I have a job to do, so maybe I'll think. But my first answer would be a gap analysis between CMI services and ITIL, and I would like to send this one single slide to him. These are the red crosses where CMI services does not address these points. So even if you implement this, you assess yourself through Stampede or whatever on continuous representation or stage representation, there is no surety, there is no data, and I'm not convinced that this will bring benefit to the organization. That's my answer.
So Anand, if this similar question, say the CEO says I am implementing ITIL, can you give 3 points to say, well, you implement ITIL, but also have a look at CMMI, SVC because it complements ITIL. So I would suggest to you, go ahead, do ITIL, but because of these 3 points, also get in CMMI, SVC. So could you sell it to him in 3 points? Cost,
cost. Let's say your customer satisfaction is going to increase, say by whatever percentage. As well, I don't have data, I'm not telling you the number, but I'll give you X percentage, telling that okay, if it is 2, it will become 3 or 4 or out of scale of 5. That's one. Second thing I'll say, it will bring us 10% additional new revenues because of some new services that we can launch. Third thing I'll say that it will reduce your cost by say 10% or 50%. Just 3 months. Fine.
I don't know whether we need to argue on this, but this is, you cannot say that based on CMI services you will have the tangible benefit which you just described. It is neither based on facts and neither any data is available. So if you are selling something to your CEO, I would say is not correct, is not justified. It has no backing at all. The way you are trying to justify just for the sake that he's your CEO, he wants to do something, you will agree to him. Where are you taking the organization?
I will not agree to that.
I think because there's something
You want me to start?
Yeah.
Swapping or
You had some arguments. Sorry? You had some arguments. Yes, I'll finish it.
I have just one slide to show how basically it is different. I've taken a few examples, and this is one of them. If you see the configuration management, these are the practices and goals which are coming from CMY services. And in comparison to this is just a diagram, I thought it pictorial is better. What ITIL says about configuration management. Now, if you see, identify configuration item, establish, create baseline, track change. I don't know how track. So they do not have the problem is why they are trying to control the changes here in configuration management, because in CMI services they do not have a process area which is change management. That's why. So they have turned the change management into configuration management. Second is manage records and perform audits. That's it. Now you are not talking about changes, you are not talking about incidents, you are not talking about deliveries, you are not talking about known errors, you are not talking about problems, you are not talking about CMDB is a very large concept in IT. So it is conceptually deviating, it is weakening the concept of configuration management database, which is a well-defined and well-known and well-used concept in the IT industry. So I wanted to show you that fine, you have maturity levels, capability levels, but in the end, what are you going to assess is also equally important. Your goals are not mapping with the needs of the industry. You want to manage this, you want to put this configuration management as a process for software development, maybe it will work, but it will not work for services and the components and the infrastructure changes if you are trying to say. So that was the point I wanted to make. That was the last one.
Right. I hope you will not well aware of technical jargon.
That's the point I was trying to make.
Yeah, technical jargon is not. So, are we giving 2 minutes to